Soundtrack to the love we make. Let your love flow and shower us. Let your love flow and shower us.
Peace and love, peace and love. Okay. Car just cut off. I'm on my way to church. It's a Thursday. We normally record on Wednesdays, but I was out of town, so they pushed it back to Thursday, so I'm thankful for that. So I'm headed now for recording the service. Oh man, I am very tired. I don't know if it's, well, I guess I've been like this for a long time. I'm up early, especially on vacation. I'm up early, man. So, like each morning I was up, you know, and the family was asleep still, and you know I would be up. I had to be up. I get up and kind of get my day started, you know. But I'm just kind of sore because I guess the traveling or whatnot. It's just not always the most comfortable. So yeah, I feel like I definitely need some sleep. And I do believe I will get some sleep sooner or later. But right now, it's just like back to the grind. But yeah, so I just wanted to get on here real quick. I hate saying that. I want to get on here on my way to church tonight. And kind of encourage you and share with you the idea. Cut off again. Share with you something that's been on my mind the past couple days. There's been a lot going on too. So I've been in thought about, can y'all hear me? Is the wind outside too loud? I don't know. I've been in thought about like be you. Unapologetically. Be you. Be you. Now, I'm sure I definitely need to clarify and define that because that could definitely be misinterpreted, misunderstood. What is that noise? I don't know what that noise is. I don't know. It's like a cracking noise or something coming from somewhere. But be you unapologetically. And I was getting to explaining that because there are some people who don't yet know themselves. And if you don't know yourself, it's kind of hard to be you, you know, especially if you're living a life please others, or the life that you think others would be most pleased if you lived. If you're still in that space, then you probably can't really be you yet. But once you have spent some time with you, learning you, getting to know you, loving you, then you can eventually move into a space of being you unapologetically. And the reason I'm adding the unapologetically is sometimes once we discover ourselves, once we find out who we really are, sometimes we discover a certain level of greatness about us that maybe we did know, maybe we were aware of, maybe we did know, maybe we were not aware of. And so once you figure it out, once you find that out, once you tap into that, sometimes you can kind of feel like, I don't want to say you feel bad. It's not like a bad feeling, but you may feel like, well, you may recognize that a lot of people around you, you know that they're gifted, and you know that they have lots of potential. You know that because of, you know, what you have discovered about yourself. It gives you the ability to see things in others. So you may recognize these things about other people as well as yourself. But if these people have not yet discovered it about themselves, then no matter how much you try to tell them, they won't ever really walk into it. And because of that, sometimes they may even look at you sideways or some other type of way because they have not yet discovered themselves and discovered their greatness. So sometimes they're intimidated by you knowing yourself and your greatness. And, you know, sometimes you lose friends over that. And, you know, that, or you discover that some of these people were never your friends to begin with. But anyway, once you spend some time with yourself and you learn yourself, you know yourself, you love yourself, you're improving yourself. Sometimes when you see the people around you and you notice their condition, you notice that they are not quite there yet, they're not yet discovering themselves, they're not yet loving themselves, they're not yet investing that time in themselves, and therefore they look at you and your life and they feel that, you know, maybe they think that you think you're better than them, or they have these thoughts, or they feel that they're not good enough to be around you, they're not on your level to be near you. Whenever you notice this in your circle, sometimes it can lead you to feel like maybe I shouldn't be as great. You know, maybe I should tone it down a little so that my friends don't feel no type of way, you know, so that they don't feel inadequate, so they don't feel less than. I don't want them to think that I think I'm better than them, because I don't think that I'm better than them, but I know that they think like that. So maybe I should dim my light just a little bit so that my friends aren't insecure. Now, I'm not saying this because I know for a fact that that is how you think, or that I'm saying that you thought like this. I'm telling y'all some things that I have done in my lifetime. Are y'all counting how many times I'm re-cranking this car? I think this is 3 or 4. But I'm not telling y'all something, you know, that I think y'all are experiencing. I'm telling you about my own personal experience or experiences, you know, in hopes that maybe something I'm saying helps you on your journey. I don't even know the point of doing that. He just... Anyway. It was a car, like, just trying to zoom by. This is the second red light. He's done this, and then he just kind of come to the same stop. And I'm mad. I don't know when you felt doing that. It's going to get you there faster than I got there. Oh, man. Sorry. To the car behind me, not the y'all. Y'all know the car be cutting off. They don't know the car be cutting off. All right, so I have had experiences where I have intentionally dimmed my light in an effort to make sure that my friends were comfortable, to make sure I was relatable. And I don't know if I'm glad I did or not. I feel that now, though, I at least understand it. You know, I can look back at times in my life and realize that this actually happened, or that I actually did this. You know, can I say that I knew I was doing this during the time periods I was doing this? No, I had no clue. I thought I was being my best self. I thought I was being great, you know. But, you know, me looking back now, there were times that I could have, you know, did more or said more, or, you know, allow my light to shine more, and I didn't because I knew that some people were uncomfortable. I knew that some people were looking at me sideways, you know, and I chose to, you know, kind of hold myself back. Now, am I blaming these people? No, absolutely not. I feel that everything I went through was for a reason, a purpose. I feel like I needed to deal with this stuff. I felt like I needed to experience these things that I've experienced in my life. I feel like I needed to, you know, go through. I needed to be, you know, mistreated. I needed to be used. I needed to be, and a lot of times, even in saying that, it's like, a lot of times I knew when people weren't really being real. But I just always wanted to feel like I did give people a chance. So I would just go through it anyway. I feel like I have always had like some level of intuition. But I didn't like to like not give people a chance, because I felt like that was one of the things that I feel like has always hindered us, is we've never had a fair chance. So I felt like with everybody, even if I could smell something off of you, I'm like, but I'm gonna give them a chance. But I'm gonna give her a chance. You know, like, maybe they were ready to change, you know. Maybe I'll be a person that they feel is worth the change, you know. That's how I always kind of thought of myself, you know. And a lot of this I'm saying, y'all, like, this is before I even realize or recognize my own greatness or my own potential. But and also knowing how some of my friends and peers felt about me for real, not what they said in front of me, but, you know, the messages that got back to me, the conversations that got back to me that they didn't know that I knew about. You know, the people who were closest to me, when knowing how they really felt about me, it made me feel bad. Like, you know, like, dang, I just wanted to be your friend. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that I was always a perfect friend. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, you know, my intent with all of my friends, though, with all of the people around me, anybody that I meet, my intent is always to leave your life better than it was before you met me. So knowing that that's my intent when I meet you, and hearing, you know, some of the things that people felt or thought about me or talked about me when I wasn't around, and knowing that I'm you know, committed to bettering your life, it was just kind of like sometimes like hard to believe, man, and kind of, you know, it felt like ouch, you know what I mean? That hurt, because I only care about making things better, you know what I mean? So it was periods where I chose to kind of pull back on my own self, because I knew that I had some people around me that were uncomfortable, some people that were jealous, some people that were feeling away because they felt like I always had a better hand, I always got better results, I always got more friends, more attention, more respect, more, I don't know, whatever it was. It's like people started to feel like, dang, man, why he always, you know, and you know, everybody don't think like me, because me, if I'm in a circle of people that are getting this level of stuff, or, you know, favor or blessings, like, I'm like, yes, I'm in the right circle, man. Like, you know, my friends, my people, my family, man, they always win. Like, that's the kind of people I want to be connected to, people that are winners. But I understand the mindset of people who don't get that, you know. And I don't blame them. I blame the society that we live in. I blame the way that we were raised. I blame, you know, and I'm not saying our parents. I'm just saying, like, just this whole way of life here, you know, it's just, I blame that. I don't blame the individuals at all. So my point in saying all of that is this. Once you go through the process of healing and, you know, finding out who you are, finding out your purpose, finding out why you're here, and really tapping into you, the self-love, and it's then and only then that you will really be able to be you. Unapologetically. You ain't gotta trim it back. You ain't gotta tone it down to make others feel better about themselves. You be great and encourage them to be great so they can feel good about themselves like you do. My car cut off, so I'm just saying what's up. So it looked like I was still parking. It was just rolling on its own. But yeah, you gotta do you, so you can be you unapologetically. You ain't gotta apologize for your greatness. You don't have to apologize for being chosen. You don't have to apologize for having favor, for having abundance, for having blessings, for people that just always want to do things for you and bless you, and for people that want to speak highly of your name. You don't have to apologize for that. I've always apologized for that. And so it's even something I've been having to learn. But I'm learning, and I'm being me, unapologetic. I'm in church, y'all. Peace and love.